Okay, I'm tired of my life and I can't find a way out. I am a gay woman, 33 years old, and I live in a small town. Don't get me wrong, the small town has been great in younger years. I've had a good time with good friends, but it seems recently that all of my heterosexual friends have settled and have very enviable lives. I'm starting to think, do I wish I had what they have? The wife and the kids, and if not the wife and kids, the wife and the dog or cat. I'm very jealous. Every time I go and see them, I crave what they have. Stability, a peaceful life, and going out once a week. Boring. I'm sorry, but I'm already interjecting. I would never look at that and think, I need that. I mean, if it's meant to happen and you naturally settle, then so be it. Let's answer after. Anyway, by the same token, I realised that a lot of the younger people around me are going out and enjoying Pride, the new bars, and the hot places to go. But when I go, I don't feel like I fit in. I feel like there's a generational gap and everybody around me feels 12 years old. I don't have a group of gay mates, and when I do go to gay bars, it's on the off chance that a straight friend or a colleague or one of my older gay friends who comes to visit my hometown comes home and we have a good night out. I feel stuck. I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place because I don't have somebody to settle down with, but I'm craving it. And I don't have the friends to go out with, but I'm craving it. Help. I feel like I'm having an early midlife crisis.
Oh God, that's hard because I do agree with you of the thing of if he's meant to be, he's meant to be. So someone will come for you, and
like the bogeyman.
But you shouldn't be sat at home being miserable about it. We both, me and you, both live by ourselves. We both own our own properties. There is nights that I just think, oh, I wish I had someone there, but that doesn't mean that it's a man. That could be a mate just sat on a Wednesday.
But the dilemma is saying the same thing, like stuck between this rock and a hard place of not knowing if it's the relationship and stability in a relationship that they want, that their friends have got, or this group of mates to hang out with because they feel like they've outgrown that and their friends don't live in the area. So the people that they do go out with are flash in a pan, like they come to visit the hometown, it says. So it's kind of like, I would say, don't crave either. Forge your own lane. You're clearly at a crossroads that's very confusing right now, and it must be tough. So not to invalidate your feelings, I would say it's so easy to look at, especially part of the LGBTQ plus community, as this dilemma is, gay woman, in her 30s, gay man in my 30s. I've been here as well after my relationship broke down. It's very difficult because you look to one side and you crave what people have got in an easier way than you. Your heterosexual friends, it's much easier for those people. And I don't mean it in a negative way, but it's statistically, there's more of them together, especially if based in the hometown. The odds are going to be stacked up that you will settle with someone and be able to make that home. Whereas when you've got one bar in most towns and a few hundred, if you're lucky, a few thousand people to mix with, mingle with, and go out with, and there's only a couple of you in the workplace, it's very much less likely. So it's very easy to be envious of something that seems almost given to your friends. So it's a slippery slope of envying something that's not attainable. So I wouldn't do that. I think what you're really wanting is the stability or the companionship or the something to fill the void. I don't think it's necessarily that you want their life. I think perhaps you want something of your own to give you a little bit of purpose instead of just feeling lonely at home. Because when I'm at home, I don't feel lonely. But I've been there where I have, and it's because I didn't have anything to focus on to make myself feel like I had something. And I think when you look at the other direction, if you're at the age where you've done your party days and you've done the canal streets and the Brighton Pride and you've done all of those girly holidays, I think it's also very toxic to want to go down the route of needing a big gang of friends. People do move on. People do settle down. And in life, it's about you should be at the point where you've grown enough that your habits are different. So you're not craving what you did at 21 at 33. You know, at 33, maybe there should be different avenues and different likes and interests that you've picked up over the years. So you build a friendship group that's not a group of LGBTQ plus people that are going out on these nights out that you're also craving. It feels like there's two extremes here. And I would try to think, where have I got wrong in terms of at what point did I not put myself first in terms of what I like, and why do I not have connections. Yeah, some friends have moved on, some friends have settled down, but in the time that they've been settling down, what was I doing? And what wasn't I doing, and what can I do to make up for what I haven't done? Where do I want to be, and how am I going to get myself to that point? You need to, like we've said before, Dopey Donna might be doing downward dog at yoga, but at least she's doing downward dog at yoga without any kids. Like, you need to start thinking, what do I really like? What are my interests? Go and join some groups. Go and do things that you like, and like-minded people will be there. And they might not want to go Canal Street every single week, or to Brighton every week, or wherever you're based. I don't know where you are. But they might want to go for a couple of the cocktails on a Friday. But then by the same token, they might be going to go to spin class on Wednesday. So you need to start going out by yourself and living for yourself, because craving someone else's existence is only going to make you more miserable. You need to start thinking what you want and making the inroads, because you'll get to the destination when you're supposed to, but only when you choose and realize that your path is different.
Beautiful. Could not have said it better myself.
You're going to have a go though, babes.
My only thing is that you shouldn't be craving friends, like a big group of friends, because there's a reason why you've got a small group of friends, because the rest of the people that you had were toxic. Not in like they are toxic people, but they were toxic to you.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're not in your life.
Have you been in a situation where you've realised, like, because I have, where I thought, I'm glad that I've got a handful of friends. You know me so well, I keep all my friends separate these days. I let them meet each other, but we don't get involved in big group dynamics, because I get different things out of them, they get different things out of me, and you can confide in people when the other one's pissing you off and there's no conflict of interest. And it's normal to get pissed off with people and be tired of people and move on to the next group until you're bored of that one and you need to move back. As people, we need different dynamics to keep thriving. Otherwise you end up in this situation where you're suffocated and craving what other people have got. Mm-hmm. You need to be making things for yourself. I would say don't chase the big group of friends. I would say value the friendships that you already have and invest in those, because you're probably going to meet more like-minded people through those friends to then have extra friendships with on top. Don't get into the group dynamic, because it's regressing you, it's not progressing you.
Yes, well said.
Thank you, baby.
It's all right, Mom.
Do you reckon we should leave the smoking area? Because that girl in corner, she looks like she's about to throw up, and I've got my new Shein summer delivery on. I don't want her getting...
Oh God, do you remember when we went to the Whitest One and we got told to leave because someone were going to smack us?
Oh my God, yes, you're just sending up terrible smoking area members. We'd gone to this where we're from, there's a lot of questionable pubs, and we were like, we just want a night out. So someone I used to work with convinced us it'd be a laugh. We walked in and we were eyed up from top to toe and glared at, and we felt uncomfortable immediately. And the girl who we'd entered with said, you two are going to have to go because they don't recognise your face and they're going to smack you. We're from a lovely place.
Lovely.
Everybody should visit South Yorkshire. It's very friendly.
Hey, we are a bunch of friendly people, but you just don't go in them type of pubs, and you don't stop at red lights because you'll have no wheels left. But we're lovely.
It's 60-40. 60% of people are lovely and cultured and educated, and 40% are still in the dark ages and will shank you. I'm sorry, but it's not the friendliest place. It's got a friendly accent, but that's about it. Right, and on that note, we've been in the smoking area, and I've been Benji, and that's been Faith. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
If you did enjoy this episode, don't forget to rate us on your favourite streaming service. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, The Smoking Area.